What are the long-term effects of severe trauma on children? That's a question that many are asking after two stories that continue to gain national attention tonight. One involves the 5-year-old whose father jumped onto Bronx subway tracks Monday while holding his daughter in his arms. He died, but miraculously, thanks to the help of Good Samaritans, the little girl survived. And in Florida, two 6-year-old girls arrested on the same day by a school police officer. At least one of them was cuffed, put in a police car, fingerprinted, and had her mugshot taken. Joining me now to talk about the psychological effects of these kinds of events with kids, our friend and top psychologist, Dr. Jeffrey Gardere. Doc, welcome back to Chasing News.
Thank you, Bill.
Let's first talk about the little girl and the train tracks. First of all, I can't imagine how she survived. Certainly a miracle. What do you think the immediate effects and then the longer term effects on this kid?
Well, certainly she's been traumatized and she's in shock. Her father lifted her and took her in front of that train. So getting the knowledge eventually that he died, he did not emerge along with her, is traumatizing in itself. And then now we do know that she's been crying and asking for her father. She's 5 years old, Bill, so she does begin to understand the difference between life and death and the fact that her father's not with her anymore.
All right, let's turn to Florida for a moment. The school resource officer puts a 6-year-old in cuffs. Now, he got fired, but I'm trying to wrap my head around at what point do we lose the ability to call mom or dad or grandma and say, come and get your kid. We can't get her under control, but cuffs? A mugshot? Fingerprints?
I don't know this resource officer, so I can't really comment on his state of mind, but I would say what we say in Brooklyn. That was just plain crazy. How do you do something like that to children that are that young? You talk about the school to jail pipeline, and we've seen a couple of thousand of these cases happen. It's really important that we do exactly as you're saying, Bill. If we feel that we're in a situation where we can't control a child, then you call the parents in, you call the guidance counselor in, you don't arrest them. The children don't know what they're doing. They're acting out emotions that they're not even understanding themselves.
Not exactly the age of reason at 6 years old.
Exactly.
Is there a long-term impact that could be positive or negative on this little girl?
I believe there will be a long-term impact and it will be negative. This child, again, was traumatized. I've seen interviews of her talking about what happened. She's crying. She's upset. She looks very, very sad. So now she has difficulty trusting adults, but worse, trusting adults who are in a school setting. And schools are still about not just academics, but learning social skills and safety.
Doc, always good to talk to you. Thanks for joining me tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you.